Hello people, so I've got these two filaments, both white. Thing is, I haven't got enough on this one to do a full print, and I've got a feeling I'm going to be running out depending what it is on this one, so I want to join these two together. I'll take this off, I've had a quick Google in the past, and it says that different ways to do these. Where you can get a cutter and you can slice it, and then you can join it, you can heat it up, join it. I've tried it, and I'm having like 10% success rate in doing that. So what I'm proposing to do, I've seen another way where you get some silicone tubing, which I've got here, and that's exactly the slightly bigger diameter than my filament. Now the filament that I'm using is 1.75, that's probably 1.8 or something like that. So that's what you can see, that's what I'm using. This one I've got the eSun 3D printing filament. This one, not sure what this is. Oh, this is the Creality's own one. Now it says here the print temperature on here, which is a guide, between 195 and 220 degrees C. Now my particular application, I have it running at 215, and that is perfect. So my hot end at 215, my heated bed that runs at about 65, and for me that is just the sweet spot. Anyway, joining these two together went off on a bit then. So I've got my little silicone sleeve on here. You can see that, yeah, little silicone sleeve. That goes over there. What I've done here, I've trimmed these edges square, absolutely square. This one as well, that's absolutely square. So I think some people say you can cut them at like a 45 degree and then you can meet them up in the middle. Anyway, just put the silicone tubing over that. So I've got to find a way now to heat that up. Get that out of there. So what I'm going to do is get my... Can I do it there? What do you think, Mick? What do you think? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to heat this up now. That silicone sleeve should be fine, and the filament should melt before that silicone sleeve does. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So I need like 3 hands for this now. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can set up and turn that off. Let's see if I can set up my heat gun in some sort of stand here. Right. So you can see that now. Yeah, perfect. So I've got this set up. Better actually. So I've got my heat gun set up. Got my sleeve over both of these. Yeah, sleeve. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to melt them, and then I'm going to push them together. Even though they're butted up against each other, I'm just going to push them together, let them fuse together and melt. And I'm going to see if I can move this silicone tube while it's all hot. So let's see how I get on with that. So Now, at the minute, let me turn that off. At the minute, that's running at 240 now degrees. So let me see if that's enough to. Let's fuse that together. Take it away from the heat. No, that's because that's melted that. So it needs to cool that down. No, it's come away again. So fuse it together there again. It's very hard to keep it when it's all a bit. I've got a few rolls to do. Right, let's keep that in mind. See, it's way up here, is that? Let me get rid of this. It's quite warm. Right, that's cooling down. What is actually my silicon, it's quite hard to see, but my silicon pipe's here. You can see that, and it's all joined together there. And I think that's done pretty well, actually. What I'm going to do now is cut off the. I'll find my knife. Where's my knife? There she is. Where is it now? Oh, it's there. Just hoping now that that will go through. I'm just going to try it. So I've cut my silicon tubing off. And I could have followed it all the way back to the end of which one's fullest? This one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to wind it all onto here without getting it tangled up or caught. So I've just got to be very careful. And I know this is a crude way of doing things. No, so I'm getting all a bit twisted up. Yeah. All a bit twisted up. How do I untwist there now, Michael? What I don't want to do is have any issues. I thought I was alright doing that, but I'm not. What I could do is unfurl all that off the coil and then just wind this coil on by hand while it's all straight. I'm going to try that. So I'm going to unfurl all this. Maybe I'm going to get into massive tangles. but there's not much left on here now. So what I'm going to do, just going to go away from the camera, unfurling this one. So I've unfurled it all. I've still kept it connected. That seems to be doing the trick actually. So I'm winding it on here, holding it in between my hands, fingers should I say, and just winding it. And then I can feel it like unfurling from the free end. So it just is. Yeah, it's definitely not best way of doing this, but I just hate it when I'm going to be doing a print and then I think, shit, have I got enough filament on that roll for that? What have I run out? You know, and it's a big print, and it's, if you're home while you're printing, you can keep a right good close look on it and keep your eye on it, and perfect. You're not gonna run into this situation. But if you're out at work and then you're on like, you know, a 3-4 day print, and then you've got to go out on one particular time, you're like 3 days in, or you're 2 days in even, look at how much filament, and if that runs out while you're out, or you get a tangle or whatever, then yeah, you've wasted all them hours, all that filament. Right, so that's one done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get, I've got another roll, and this time it's the black one, so I know now I can safely print with that one. And I've got an extra, I don't know, I'd have probably said there was about 15 meters on that other one. And I don't know how much, this is all done on weight, so you get a kilo of weight. Oh, that silicone moved to the one side. Oh wow, that's loads better, that one. I don't know if you can see that. I wouldn't be able to set, oh yeah, I can do, I can tell where it is. But I can't feel any kinks in it or any, well, yeah, not the best that, mate. So, try again. Come off again, mate. Why is that? Right, get another piece of silicone. I'm going to cut them now. That. Put them both together. And I'm just going to cut them both at an angle. Go down. What's inside? I think that way. We have a little bit of volume. What's inside? What's inside? What's inside? Oh, it's healthy. What's that? Ooh. Right. Oh, that's just snapped straight away. That's what we're going to do, Michael. What we're going to do. But it was under quite a bit of tension there, to be honest. And that silicone just comes off nicely. Wow, that is quite good actually. It feels better than the other one. Press that one. Right. Do you know what? There's a little bit of a kink in there, but I think diameter wise, I think that'll pull through nicely on the board and tube. Right, let's turn that off. And then unfurl it. So that unfurled. So what I'm doing, I'm just holding it there and letting it all unfurl through my fingers. Right. I'm gonna call that. Oh, I'm gonna call that it. Right, when I come to print it, I shall record it. I'm just printing a big thing at the minute, so yeah, as soon as that's done, I'll do some little boarties. Not called boarties, I can't remember what they're called now. So yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, just thought a bit of something different content. Just to show different ways to joining things, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall be back with another video or whatever.